Today we are going to be talking about vertebrates. Vertebrates are animals with a backbone. We just got done discussing animals without a backbone, which are called invertebrates. So we will be discussing 5 different categories of animals: birds, fish, mammals, reptiles, and amphibians. So some targets we have for this lesson. I would like you to be able to identify similarities and differences between vertebrates. I would also like you to be able to list and give examples of 5 different groups of vertebrates. So how do animals with backbones vary? How is a frog like a goldfish and an elephant? You'll probably answer, in no way, Mr. Hendricks, but a frog, a goldfish, and an elephant are alike in one way. They all have a backbone. A world of fish. Fish are by far the largest group of animals with backbones. There are more than 30,000 kinds of fish known to man. All fish live in water and can be found in every water habitat on Earth. Some live in warm waters, some live in rough waters, and even some under icy waters in the Antarctic. The body temperature of fish is about the same as the temperature of the water they live in. If the temperature of the water changes, the fish's body temperature changes as well. Animals whose body temperature changes with the temperature of the air around them are called cold-blooded animals. So a fish is a cold-blooded animal. A little more about fish. Most fish have fins that help keep them upright in the water. Fins also help steer their way through the water. If you look to the left, you can see a picture of all the fins that a fish may have to help keep them upright and balanced. Some kinds of fish, such as the eel, have only tiny scales. The catfish has almost no scales. If you look to the left in the middle, you can see some pictures of scales when they're separated and when they come together to form a protective plate, a protective bony plate in rows. Fish also breathe through their gills, or feathery structures on the side of their heads. If you look to the left again on the bottom, you can see a picture of a gill on a fish. As water flows over the gills, the fish take in oxygen from the water. The gills also give off carbon dioxide into the water, so they're actually breathing in the water. Amphibians. Another large group of animals is formed by amphibians. The salamander in this picture to the right belongs to this group of animals. Frogs and toads are also among over 4,000 kinds of amphibians. Amphibians usually live in water after hatching from an egg, but the adults can live on land. However, the amphibians still live in wet places while they are on land. Like fish, an amphibian's body temperature changes with the temperature of the environment. So, is an amphibian warm-blooded or cold-blooded? If you said cold-blooded, you are correct. The frog, as you can see, begins its life in the water. As we said, amphibians begin their life hatching from an egg in water. The tadpoles use their tails to help them swim. As the young amphibians get older, they grow legs and lose their gills. Adult frogs get their air through skin, but also breathe air through their lungs. Reptiles. As you can see, there are several different types of reptiles as well. In the top right corner, we have a snake. This picture is just one type of reptile. You have seen other reptiles such as turtles and lizards before. A reptile is an animal with a backbone and dry, scaly skin. They can be found all over the world in hot, dry deserts, in warm, wet tropical rainforests, and in many other environments. Reptiles are cold-blooded as well. Some warm their bodies by lying in the sun on cool days. So what I would like So let's watch just a short video of the life cycle of a marine turtle. The female sea turtle works her way onto shore. She digs a chamber to safely put her eggs into the sand. When she feels it is deep enough, she will lay her eggs. Then she covers the nest where the eggs will incubate. This will give them time to grow inside of the egg and eventually hatch. She has to disguise the nest to protect the eggs from predators. She returns to the sea, never to see her eggs hatch. Toward the ocean, survive. So, after seeing how a sea turtle lays their eggs and the eggs hatch and they make their way back to the ocean, you can see just one view of a reptile's life cycle. Now, all reptiles are hatched from eggs, so eggs must be laid, but the eggs might be a harder shell, they might be a softer shell, but they're usually a softer, leathery shell for reptiles. Birds. You may be more familiar with birds because we see birds every day. We also have many encounters with birds. All birds are animals with backbones, but they are different than other animals with backbones. Unlike fish, amphibians, and reptiles, birds have the same body temperature all the time. So if they have the same body temperature all the time, that means they are warm-blooded animals. Birds also have feathers that cover their bodies. They have a pair of wings, eggs, arm, and owls have hollower than those of others. Most use twigs like turtles. This to help keep places to come to the side, finger and to your leg. They have many you need